Buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster ride of some tasteless humor, lots of heart, and radical truth with two scrappy chicks. Because adulting is hard, but we are thinking that laughing about it is just so much easier. Hi, welcome back. This will be a bonus episode. Ashley wants to talk about the first year of a child after you've given birth. So go ahead, Ash.
Yeah, we mostly had that talk of, God, what was our topic? Oh, postpartum depression.
Yeah.
We had that talk of the postpartum and how it's important to take care of yourself and do the best that you can with the breastfeeding and all that. But I was telling my mom I probably want to do a two-parter here, but I just want to talk about how the first year will kind of look like for your child and how many checkups you'll have and things that they put in the notes for the child and all that stuff. So you usually typically you do a 2 month, a 4 month, a 6 month. I think I have, and there's certain months that you're supposed to get vaccines and everything, but um,
They're
I
adjusting
mean,
that
yes,
and
yes, they.
not to
Hmm.
be, sorry to interrupt, but not to be controversial, but I'm okay with it because it seems like they really, since you guys been born, um,
Hmm.
kind of overdid it. Like what you guys got compared to what they want them to get now and how frequent.
Oh, like when I was little versus
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay,
And
so
even
I
me.
okay, so I actually have a picture that I took when I first went to the doctor's visit. So you have like a newborn visit. It's usually given at the hospital. They do the hepatitis B uh, immunization. When they're 2 months old, they get the DTaP, they get the hepatitis B, they get rotavirus. They get a lot. Um, the the Hib number one, I don't know what that is. Um,
Your
And
mama.
then 4 months they get shots, 6 months they get shots, 9 months shots, 12 months more shots, 15 months more shots, 18 months 24,
Yeah,
30, which Eli is about to hit 30. And then
that's
after, I know that's
overload.
a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Well, well, hold on. Well, after they hit 30 to 36 months, then they don't have to get anything until they're around 4 to 6.
Okay.
So it's very important that first 2 years that you get all the immunization shots for your child. And everybody has an opinion about this. That's fine. You don't have to argue with us, but this is just how I feel as a mom. I feel like these are very important things to have for your child, because these were made to protect us from really bad diseases.
Well, I
So,
I heard measles. We were almost in the clear of
yeah.
25 years of not having measles, and then I
Yeah, and then
guess,
measles reappeared.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's very important that you get these shots. I think me and Chris, me and Chris got a shot before Eli was born, and I think it had to do with, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it was called. It was like, it's like something cough. I can't remember what it's called.
Whooping.
Whooping cough. Yes, yes, yes. We got 2 shots for whooping cough because we were really scared about Eli getting that when he was a newborn. So, me and Chris got this shot so that we would be okay because we were going to spend the majority of the time with our son. Um, so yeah, I think it's very important for the vaccines. But typically, for your visits with your doctor, you'll have a 2 month visit. I didn't really want to touch on 2 months that much because there's not really much to touch on the 2 months. They're still itty bitty baby. I think they ask if like the baby lifts its head up. I can't remember if that's 2 months or 4 months. I think it might be 4 months. But it's very simple. They just want to make sure the baby's eating. They check in. They do a depression postpartum screening with you, and they check in on you. Um, Typically weigh the baby, see how long the baby is, how big their head is. Um, And my son's 90th percentile. He's always been 90th percentile. So I never really had to worry about that stuff. But I feel like for most babies and most parents, everybody typically worries about their weight. The growing tall and head circumference, not that much, but I feel like everybody will usually worry about the weight when it comes to babies. Mom, you didn't have to worry about that with me, right? I was always a chunky baby.
Uh, I mean, you outgrew it, just like Kevin did. I think excuse me, Kevin had a chunky stage in his life and outgrew it and still never came
Mm-hmm.
back. But
Yeah.
yeah, everyone's different. I was kind of chubby as a child, and then as I got older, then I was like Kevin, thin. And then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Life happens. You have two kids and then you hit menopause.
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel you because I've been 2.5 years postpartum and I'm trying to lose weight, and Chris keeps losing weight. He's 18 pounds away from his goal. And I'm like, he bought a new sale, Mom. I don't even want to step on it. I said, hide it from me. I don't want to step on it because I'll become
Hmm.
obsessed with my weight. I don't like feeling like that,
The
you
scale,
know? Yeah, the scale, yes.
like the
Yeah, I
couch,
don't,
remember?
yeah, well, um, pause for a second on our topic here. I just want to bring this up. So
You
I
want me
just
to
recovered
pause?
from, no, no, I'm
Oh,
just saying
okay.
pause on our topic. Pause on our topic. So, I just recovered from having a concussion, so that's why there was no bonus episode last week because I been recovering from a concussion. And the lovely story of that is we were um, house hunting because we're trying to find our first home or possibly maybe rent for a little longer and save up a little bit more because time's just rough out there. So we go to this house, and there was like a light dusting of snow, and my husband pulled up to the curb, and my son, he loves to be held by his mom. There's no stopping the kid with being held.
He's the ragu.
Mm-hmm. And so I didn't hold him on the side of my hips, which I probably should have done, and now I do. But PSA, just always be aware of your surrounding because you never know what's going to happen. Because I ended up uh, hitting the sidewalk and I fell and hit the pavement on my left side. And I was holding my son, and we were worried about him having a concussion, but it was me who got the concussion and didn't find out till 2 days later. Don't ignore your body and listen to it as well. Um, but yeah, I'm fine now. The doctor said it can be anywhere from 10 days to a month, and luckily it has been 12 days, and I'm fine now. But now I get to go through the hassle of, getting them to pay my medical bills for this inconvenience fall. So that's been fun.
Yes. But um, I did enjoy ragu.
Oh yeah, yeah. My family is great. They picked up the pieces. I had to take off 2 days of work to recover and just like not look at anything at all, just sit in my bed and do nothing at all and sleep and rest. And my wonderful mom helped
I
pick up
know.
Eli one day. Hmm?
I know I'm wonderful.
Yeah, you are wonderful. She picked up Eli one day, and then the other day my in-laws picked up Eli. But I forgot what you guys even do. You guys just watch Toy Story again?
Well, remember I picked him up and we went to Aldi. And
Oh yeah, you went shopping at Aldi.
yeah, and I got three things wrong and I got
No,
shamed for it. Shame, shame, shame.
no, it's because your Aldi didn't have some things, and you were like really close. I'm like, okay, I can see. I asked you for mozzarella block, and you brought me a mozzarella ball,
Fresh
and I'm like,
mozzarella, yeah. Like what I would ha use.
and you're
And
like, I
then
didn't know there were blocks.
yeah, I cuz well, I mean, I've not, because I didn't look for it or ever buy it. I didn't
Well,
realize.
well, we were kind of talking about this. Like you usually get the pre-shred because you feel
Yes.
that your time is not needed to shred cheese versus I have a cheese grater since like we got married and I
Mm-hmm.
always like to save money and use a cheese grater.
Yes.
So
So
now
yeah,
you
so
know
I
that
got,
there is a
hold
block.
on. I got the cheese wrong. And then out of the three lemonades that I got of the sticks, I got the pitcher. And then I
Yeah.
got you the wrong ham.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
So what all
It
did you
was
return or exchange?
all I returned was the pitcher of lemonade and the Black Forest ham, and I kept
Okay.
the mozzarella ball and I made bruschetta.
Oh, okay. See?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But yeah, just be aware of your surrounding and watch out for uneven sidewalks.
Oh,
That's all
even
I can
in
say.
parking lots.
Oh yeah, parking lots too. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
one of my
sometimes
customers fell in a parking lot
or really, when did this happen?
about 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh. Older one?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. She
he's in a
okay?
sling.
Oh, he's in a sling.
Mm-hmm. He
Oh,
didn't
that's
break, he
terrible.
just sprained.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. You got to be careful. Yeah, there is this Chinese food place around us and they used to have potholes galore and then they finally got it fixed and I'm like, "Oh, it's about time."
Oh yeah?
But yeah. Yeah. We don't go there too often. Maybe like every 3 months we go and get beef fried rice and um uh what else do we get? Beef and broccoli. Yeah. Sometimes some wonton soup. Good. Anyways, let's get back to our topic. So,
Well, you were talking
I,
about your concussion and um
mhm.
it's 2 weeks now. How are you feeling?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was really weird. I went to go get my lenses replaced at Lens Crafters. That's where I used to work. And because my lenses are so scratched up, because when I fell, my glasses flew off and I had a big goose egg on my head. I had like a light scratch on the side of my left side. And then my right arm was really scratched up with scrapings because I was trying to hold on tight to Eli. Um, I'm fine now, but I was very monotoned. Like I went in and did my protection plan, and my coworker was like, used to be coworker, was like, "Are you okay? You don't seem like yourself." Because I was just, I just need to replace my lenses, and they're like, "You're not your happy, bubbly self. What's going on?" So yeah, I told them I'm recovering from a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
It
Ashley went boom.
I did. Well, it's really weird for concussion because I thought, oh, maybe I have an ear infection because when you have ear infections, you can feel off balance and dizzy and have a headache. And that's what I thought I had. I thought an ear infection, and my husband's like, go to immediate care, and I did after work, and they're like, it's not an ear infection. So they did a CT scan to make sure I didn't have any internal bleeding and I didn't fracture my skull, and I didn't, thank God. It was just a concussion. So, but I feel a lot better now that it's been 2 weeks. And yeah, it was just consistently feeling dizzy and headache and nauseous. So it was not fun.
No. Um,
No.
you still have to take that medicine or no?
Well, I was taking the medicine f for the nausea and that ran out. And then the other one that I have, I think is for the headaches and maybe the nausea. I can't remember, but it says you can't drive when you take it. So I just take it once at night and I'm almost done with it.
Okay. Um,
But yeah, I feel a lot better.
yeah. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. So just, yeah, be careful. Here's something I discovered. Well, not just discovered, but I knew, but I didn't realize. I think it's getting worse, and I
Uh-huh.
need
Go
to look
ahead.
up some YouTube's videos. So You know how you can see your footprints in the snow? I drag my feet when I walk.
Oh, oh, okay.
So I need to be careful, especially when I wear my slides, because,
Well, they say to walk like a penguin and don't do long when you're in snow, you want to walk like a penguin and because like we had that fluffy kind of snow on Friday.
yeah,
So I walk like a penguin. I keep my feet close to me. I don't do long footsteps, you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, that's walking in the snow or the ice. But I'm talking every day. I drag my feet, and I need to fix that. Because you'll see my footprint, and you'll see I dragged my foot to the next footprint.
Oh, that's interesting. You
Yeah.
always say I walk weird, so
Well, your feet point outwards when they should be pointing forwards. So you are a penguin from Happy Gilmore. Good movie, by the way.
Okay.
Love number two.
What?
Happy Gilmore. I love number two.
Oh, yes. That was out of nowhere, random. Yeah, no, it was a really good movie, yeah.
Yeah. All
You're
right.
going you're going very off topic. I thought we were going to talk about the first year of babies.
Well, yeah, but you brought up the concussion.
Okay. Oh, okay. I know why you're saying
Yeah.
that now.
See? Hey, this is me. And you know what? My last therapy appointment, I warned her, hey, I'm going to be all over the place
Mhm.
today. And she's like, okay. And then when
Oh,
we're
yeah.
done, I said, I hope you kept up. And she goes, yep. She goes, I appreciate that. You know you're going to be all over the place and tell me.
Yeah, I am seeing my therapist again now that I'm back on my insurance, and it was really nice to see her again and catch up with her and then also feel very old because she has two kids and her boy is 6 years old now, and I'm like, what? Um, but anyways, it was just nice to catch up with her and tell her everything that's been going on for the last 2.5 years. I didn't speak to her, or I guess 2 years, because Eli was like 9 months when I stopped talking to her, and now Eli's like 2.5. But yeah, it was nice talking to her and catching up and everything. And basically, I didn't really get to too much of a therapy session. It was just more of here's everything that's happened so far. So I'll see you again in 2 weeks. And I feel like I just have a lot on my mind, or a lot of things just happen in my life, and I just need to let it all out instead of ranting and uh, moaning and pissing with my coworkers.
Or me.
And she gives me really good advice too. And
Yeah.
I've been seeing her for a very long time, since like 2016, and she helped me through the trauma of my father. And the best advice that she gave me, because it was funny in my feed, because grandma passed away in 2020, right before COVID in January. And it's been 6 years now, and it's weird to think that 2020 was already 6 years ago.
I know
And
how that
you
happened.
know, I know, right? And I was thinking, uh, I was back and forth thinking like, should I go to the funeral? But that means I have to see him, and I don't want to see him. Or should I just not go? I had that back and forth, and I was really mad to find out that she died, and I never got to say bye to her when she was alive. But it is what it is. But and my Uncle Ricky was so sweet, and he was like, "I'll go with you, because if I go with you, he won't take a step towards you. I promise that." And he was right. He didn't. He backed
No?
off. No, he didn't take a step towards me at all. And I didn't say his name, and I didn't call him dad. I just said, "Sorry for your loss." And we sat in the way back. We didn't want to be near anybody. It was a very empty funeral. I think no more than like 20, 20-ish people, you know?
Yeah.
And
Well, because I think most of
most of
the
them are dead.
yeah, Yeah, because they were going to their funerals.
Yeah. Yeah, most of them were dead. But it was very petty because, when you have the old pictures from the 90s, I know we had ton with our grandmother and there were none of me and my brother. And I'm like, how petty are you that you put up everything but us when you know that we used to go to grandma and grandpa's every Sunday of our lives for like 18 years. But the thing that my therapist told me, because I had so many things from the past and the childhood and being afraid of him and fearing him. Like I literally thought that he would either set my house on fire or like slash my tires. Did I ever tell you the story that one day he told us, this is when we're still on talking terms. He told Chris and I to never park
Yes.
on the
Yep.
on the curb of
Yeah.
our house
Yeah.
because people will smash your mirrors off.
Yeah.
And then he got his mirror smashed off and Chris goes, I swear it was him. Because he drove up and down our block and no other mirrors were smashed but ours. He goes, I find that very hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but anyways, so my therapist said you have a lot of trauma and pain that he put you through, and she goes, I think you should use this opportunity to write a letter and of everything and how it made you feel and everything. And don't give it to him. Just write it for the sake of you.
Write it
And
and
I
then
did.
what? Shred it? Burn it?
Burn it. Yes, which I did. I think you made a copy of it though.
Oh, yeah, but it's gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got rid of it?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well, it
keeping
was
it.
about it was about 8 to 9 pages long. It there was a lot. But after I got done writing that, and there were like, I was crying and writing it, and I was just like getting upset writing it. But like once it was done, felt like everything was off my shoulders. And now I can talk about the trauma of my dad and it not affect me. You know what I mean? Like I can talk about it and it's not a big deal anymore. It's just it's the past. It's behind me.
Well, you listened to last Tuesday's podcast, right?
Yes, I always listen on Tuesdays. Yeah.
Where I
About
said
how
I am no
you were
longer
gonna
going to be a victim of my
of your
past, that
past.
it's not going to
Yes.
affect my present and future.
Yes.
That sinking feeling I had when he came to the door to
Yeah.
um
Well, how do you think I felt when he saw us at the carnival and I was
I
like,
know, but
shut, 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 shut.
when when he came to the door and I seen him on the camera, it
Uh-huh.
gave me a sick sinking feeling because he's on my territory. Now,
Yeah.
seeing out in public, I was more annoyed and like, okay, you ain't gonna ruin our fun here. And that's why I said just walk away. Don't say a word, just walk away. And we did.
Yeah. 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 He didn't persist with he just rang the doorbell. You didn't knock on the door. And man, I would have loved if if T answered the door.
Oh, the doorbell was broke.
I know. But if he would have knocked instead of ringing the doorbell, oh man, that would have been so great to hear about.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't believe he was even told don't do it and didn't, he don't listen.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so hopefully
Yeah.
he never feels compelled ever again.
Well, when I went to that funeral, he tried to use that a way to reconnect with me. And I was like, listen, I know how she died. You told me the whole story. We don't need to talk at all. Why don't you go and be a parent to the last two kids that are in your life? And he couldn't even do that right. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I said the words that I needed to say, and I said, leave me alone. I never want to speak to you ever again. And it's been 6 years and he's left me alone.
Did
Has he attempted? Yeah.
when you said that, did he say anything back?
Nope. He didn't say anything back. I saw that he read it, and then after I saw that he read it and didn't try to repeat anything back to me or say anything to me, I blocked him.
Mm.
So yeah, he didn't have anything to say towards that. He was like, "Oh man, I don't know what to say." Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
I
Back
hope
to Eli.
I hope that he would change and be a better person, but he hasn't. He's gotten a lot worse. He's just an old grumpy man and now he's lonely and only has the kids and you deserve it. You put yourself there.
And and that's why you're alone. Okay.
Yes.
Next.
Okay, sorry. We got so off topic
I
there.
know. But
But
ragu.
whew,
So you
ragu.
left
Oh,
off with the shots. At what age
yeah.
and all that?
Oh, well, I already said all the ages, but I'm not going to talk about the 2 month follow-up. I'll talk more about the 4 months. So I don't know if all places are like this, but like usually typically they'll give you some advice at the end of your notes when they send you home, like breastfeeding. Like they say that it's very good to breastfeed for the first 6 months. And I was saying to you how I only did it for 6 months, but they said that the nutrients is needed to support growth and development for the first 6 months. And then they say water and juice and other foods are not necessary for breastfeeding infants. Usually it isn't until they're 6 months old that they can start water and juice and solids or not solids, but like the mushy baby food, right?
Well, like cereal. You start with
Yeah,
cereal.
yes, yes, that was the first thing that, well, Eli had his first meal and it was sweet potatoes on Thanksgiving. But yeah, we did do cereal. Typically, you want to do the baby cereal at 6 months old. Now, every baby is different. Your baby will usually show signs that they want to eat if they try to like eat your food, or they open up their mouth when you open up your mouth and eat. That typically are signs that they want to start eating real food. But talk to your pediatrician doctor about it if you think that they might be wanting to try out baby food. Eli tried out baby food when he was, okay, let's see. So he was born in August, September, October, November. Well, he was like almost, he was like 3 or 4 months old when he started eating baby food. Yeah. So sometimes they can show the signs a little bit more earlier, but I feel like 6 months is the latest, but the earliest can be like 4 to 5 months. But my baby showed signs very early. They say to be active with your baby when they're 4 months old. So encourage a crib gym. Like we had for Eli, we had this cute little Fisher Price piano thing, and it had little danglies, and then he could kick his feet to the piano. And there were some really good songs on there. And it's not like those annoying songs that you used to listen to when kids were little. They have this song called Purple Monkey and a Bubblegum Tree. It gets stuck in my head still to this day. But all these toys and stuff that I had, I passed on to my stepsister Robin. I gave her so many of my son's stuff, and I hope I know she's probably listening to this. I hope you're using those, honey. I used to always put Eli in his little swing to get him to fall asleep, and we used the
Mhm.
piano a lot too. So, they say to do a lot of belly time because belly time encourages your babies to lift their head more because they want to lift their head more to where you don't have to support lifting their head. So just work on the head muscle. They say try to stay away from screen time. Nah, everybody's not perfect. I remember Eli would love to watch Bubble Guppies and Blue's Clues, but I don't think he watched them until he was about 6 months old or 5 months old. Um, they say for feeding, mostly breast milk. They say you can always do vitamin D drops. Um, I'm just kind of skimming these notes here. So, um, it's
Uh,
okay if you do formula
with
and stuff too.
with you
Yep.
guys, um, I was told. if I notice you're starting to take more feedings,
Mm-hmm.
that means you guys are starting to get hungry. And then that was time to incorporate cereal.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think the doctor told me that too. Like, she would always ask me, how many bottles does he take? And I'm like, I think he takes like 4 or 5 bottles a day. Like, he would chug these things like a keg. But yeah, typically that's a sign too that they're hungry, and cereal will kind of fill their belly a little bit more too. But also, you could also do formula. Formula typically will make them feel more full instead of the breast milk. But what I ended up doing was a little bit of breast milk, a little bit of formula. I had to do, from the moment that he was born, I had to do both of breast milk and formula because he had an iron deficiency. So we had to do the iron formula, which was so expensive. But we did a little mixture of both. So I do one breast, one formula, one breast, one formula. But this baby took so many bottles when he was little.
He was a good baby. I enjoyed watching Ragu.
Yeah, he is a very good baby. Every baby's different. Every baby is different. Never compare your friend's baby to your baby. That was like the biggest thing. But I mean, there weren't too many babies. Only like my friend from high school, her baby was 4 months older than my baby, so we wouldn't hang out too much because she lived in Wisconsin. So I'd see her every once in a while when she'd come down and visit, but that was about it. So they say for sleeping, by 4 months, babies start to fall asleep by themselves and they sleep through the night. They'll sleep for like 7 to 8 hours. Oh man, that was so peaceful when Eli would sleep through the whole night. They say to make sure that you establish a bedtime routine. This is very important. Routines are so important for babies and for toddlers because they go like Eli knows, okay, I gotta be up at this time. I have to put on my clothes and my shoes, my jacket, and leave the door with mama at before like right at 7 a.m. So, and sometimes he's a little grumpy butt and doesn't want to get up. But typically on the weekends, he wakes up at 7:30 all by himself. Like no problem at all. He'll wake up at, it depends. He'll wake up at either 6:30 or 7:30, and then he always goes down for a nap at 1:30 to 2. And that's typically when we record. But typically when babies are super little, they usually take 2 naps. I don't know why, but Eli's always been a one nap kind of baby. He's never been a 2 nap kind of baby. It's always just been one very long nap. So he fell asleep at like around 1. He'll probably wake up in 2 to 3 hours. Usually it's like 2.5 hours. It never usually hits 3, but 3 is usually the longest that he'll sleep for. So I mean, I guess we'll see because we're recording right now, but typically he sleeps anywhere from 2.5 hours to 3, like 1 to 3. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I forgot to mention this, Mom, but the hardest thing for me when Eli was a newborn was the sleeping. You remember
Mm-hmm.
when you came over and I was like, "Can I give you Eli and can I go down for a nap?"
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, 'cause I feel like moms do all the hard work. And I know men are phenomenal. They're amazing dads. Like they'll do all the diaper changes, they'll do the feedings. Chris was very on top of the feedings and the diaper changes. And uh, you know, Chris never ever held a baby until Eli was born. Isn't that crazy? He never even held his niece or his nephew. He never wanted to hold a baby at all. He's like, "Don't give me a baby. I don't want to hold a baby." He thinks they're fragile little like china plates. So it wasn't until Eli was born that he finally held a baby for the first time and changed a baby and fed a baby and burped a baby. But Chris was like so on top of that stuff. I was like, oh my God, you're a pro at this. And we had to do a lot of Vaseline because we got Eli circumcised. Now, again, sometimes it's religion, sometimes it's not religion related, but we knew that we were going to get him circumcised, and it's better health wise for their wee wee, right?
Yes.
Um, when you had to do that for Kevin, how was that conversation with the doctor? Do you remember that, or did you just know, oh, we're going to get him circumcised?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I know some people feel that it's cruel and that,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you did it without his permission. He was a baby, and you should let them do it when they
Yeah.
understand it and this and that. Well, to each their own. I mean, but
They
things
say it
were
hurts more
very,
if you get it done later in your
yes,
life.
things were very different back when I grew up and when my parents grew up. And
Hmm.
honestly, I kind of wish it was more like when I grew up and when my parents grew up because
Yeah.
everybody seemed to get along, and if you had differences, it was okay. But now if you don't think the same or act the same, you're like shamed. So
Yeah.
there's my shame for this, that if you don't go along with somebody, their beliefs and that, how
Oh, yeah.
they just tear you apart. And no, we're supposed to be lifting each other up, not tearing each other down.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, every baby is different, and when you're a first-time parent, everything is new to you. I love my pediatric doctor because she doesn't judge us at all, and she goes, "I went through the same thing with my son, and she goes, "It's fine." Because I was worried about him walking, and now I'm worried about him talking, but now he's talking so much now. He says bye-bye. Um, yeah, he
I,
amazes me in so many ways.
I like his, oh man.
Yes, I love his, oh man. I'll have to get him to say that later when he gets up. But yeah, my cousin, she had two twin boys and she didn't get them circumcised, and I was like, that's fine. But when you do get your boy circumcised, they have to have a lot of Vaseline and bandages over their wee wee part so it doesn't rip when you pull off the diaper. So I
Yeah.
remember having to do that for a very long time until it healed. I see that we only have 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up here. Um, so, basically your baby should be rolling on their sides at 4 months old. They should be trying to reach for objects and then bring them to their mouth. They'll usually, oh, I'm trying to read this really quick. They say they can do tummy time every day. Um, They're talking about sometimes they'll develop rashes from drooling a lot. Oh my God, my son was a big drooler.
My
And
dog's a
then
big drooler.
hmm?
My dog's a big drooler.
Oh, yeah. But
Next door.
yeah, and then they have like just when Eli was 4 months old, he weighed 17 pounds. Okay, that's pretty much it for 4 months. I guess we'll talk more about the 6 month stuff. And yeah, this will probably be a long podcast. Maybe it
Yeah,
will
six
be
to
more
12
than two
months.
parts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk more about 6 months in the next episode, but I hope everybody has a great weekend because this will probably come out on a Friday. So I hope you have a great weekend and you stay warm and safe outside.
And cozy.
Hmm.
Okay. Till next time. Thanks for coming back.
We love our scrappy peeps. So thank you all for joining us and becoming part of our flock. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't like us, unfortunately, yo mama. But if you do like us, we look forward to seeing you next time on Two Scrappy Chicks.